quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Again, it's Elliott. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A first down carry by Elliott. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Rodgers now on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Inside give to Elliott. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Dak. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.